Come on. Hello there, Ishna. Just notifying people because there's probably like 3 people out there who actually care that I'm streaming and want to come see. Plus you, I guess. I don't recognize you by your username. You're either new or you're some person in my Discord server that I do not recognize by username. But either way, hello there. Ah, you're in my Discord. Yeah, figures. What are the odds someone else would actually join these streams? Ectoplasmic. Yeah, things are very slowly happening. Oh, okay. I mean, progress is slow and steady, such is the life of the sole programmer of a crazy fucking ambitious project. I really don't know what I was ever thinking, but here we are. So we have the lobby probably like 80% done. The actual game has nothing except for a bunch of systems we can take from the lobby. The lobby is like, well, the lobby, let me just show you. So, the lobby has a lot of systems that I'll be able to reuse elsewhere. Like the camera controller, movement controller, sprinting and everything, door system, item system, a whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot that can be used. We've got a functional computer, of course. Why not? This isn't going to be used anywhere else because first off, the code would be pretty laggy. Yeah, so the other part of the reason that why this is taking so long is because I'm putting in probably too much effort. Because okay, so when you're a dev and you're making a game, right? You can cut corners. There are some corners you can reasonably cut. You can really, put in the mile and not cut any corners. And then you can give yourself more corners. Now, you have to be pretty insane to do that last one, but I think I am classified as pretty insane. Because this computer could have just been like a facade. You got buttons you can click, things pop up, things work. Cool, It could be like that. Then I made a fucking file system. There is a functional file system that was not necessary, but it's here. And I keep putting it off. I really need to make the terminal actually function. I have the file system, I have the code interface. I just need to make the commands work so you can actually, use the file system. It is in use. For instance, this thing on your desktop is an actual file. And like, if you go here and, not this, if you go here and you select difficulty, right? It saves between whenever you open and close the app. And that's thanks to it saving on a file that's hidden in the recesses of this Linux mimic, basically. You even have settings. These buttons don't work because I'm not that crazy. But you can get the Ecto S Premium thing. Yeah, it's gonna be a W. It just might take a couple of years. No. Hopefully it won't. It shouldn't take that long. But yeah, you can. Once I must have did something silly. Oh right, I'm having some issues with moderation that must be messing up with the purchases. But if everything were in completely working order, moderation wise, I would be able to change. Yeah, I'd be able to change my wallpaper, toggle the clock and stuff. If you buy this pretty cheap thing. How much do devs work per week? So, let's take a second to meet the dev team, alright? Say hello to the Ectoplasmic Discord server. Nope, that's the wrong Discord server. Nope, that was the right Discord server. Okay, so let's take a second to look at the Ectoplasmic dev team, alright? We've got Anshu. He's great. He's not actually a dev. He is a developer manager. He kind of helps me just take a little bit of weight off in terms of managing other people, and also like kind of community management, you know. He helped a little bit with the setup of this Discord server. He found some content creators have been watching for probably way too long this project as things keep taking longer and longer. And we've got Angie, he helps manage the other guys. So who else we got? Online we got Beryl. This guy's great. A little expensive, but he does good work. He's a 3D modeler. We make him do things every once in a while. The most recent thing he did, I'm pretty sure it was only in DMs. He made a whole bunch of assets. Let me scroll back past. I was thinking of like workshopping those model ideas. He made a whole bunch of assets, you know, for like a hospital map. This is before I had him tone down the dust. But yeah, like we have a whole bunch of assets for like, you know, hospital map and stuff. Yeah, he's pretty good. He's pretty good. We have another modeler as well that is active. Where is he? Whatever. I'll just go to his channel. Not too far. I don't even know how to pronounce his username. Okay, but we got this guy. He's also pretty good. He's a bit cheaper. His work is a little bit lower quality, but it's still really high quality enough so that we can have him do the majority of things. You know, like. This ain't bad at all. The phone was a little flat, you know, and stuff like that. He made the phone, you know. Yeah, it's pretty good. He's a bit cheaper. He doesn't do the more complex things that we save for this guy. It's just a little bit more expensive. Beryl also made our truck model that I wasted no time in showcasing multiple times here, including this screenshot. This is actually what it's going to look like, by the way. If you buy the large transport ticket for a few Robux to bring some extra people for a round, and you get the full 10 people, this is what the truck will actually look like, which is terrifying, but also kind of funny. Normally, it'll only look like this. Yeah, being with 10 people will be funny. That's why I locked it behind a purchase. I don't want people to overuse it. It might also be a little bit overpowered, you know, to have more people. I just want it to be like, oh, I have a big party, a bunch of friends, and we want to play our favorite game, Ectoplasmic. Oh, man, maximum 4 people? Nuh-uh, spend a couple Robux, you gotta bring 10 people along. I just don't want it to become like the main thing. So this is what the truck will usually look like. You know, a little cramped, but perfectly fine. Yeah, Beryl made this truck, which is, you can see the textured version down here. Well, part of it. 10 would be chaos. That's the point, kind of. Okay, back to the development team. We've got YTSH. This guy. He's gone. I should probably change his roles around a little bit. He's like, he was our animator. He made some really good animations. You know, he did an okay job. We were grossly underpaying him. I kind of feel bad for it. But he just kept forgetting about the project and a whole bunch of crap. Just not too faithful of a developer. Plus, I just felt bad with the way we were kind of paying him. So I've also taken over animating. That's just another job I have to do. So, well, real quick, let's take a second to list my jobs. We've got all of programming, the hardest part of the game. We've got environment design. Ugh, fucking hate that shit. UI design. Okay. Animating. And VFX. I want to die. I'm qualified for most of that. I'm qualified for the UI. I'm qualified for the programming. The animating, dicey. The VFX, a little dicey. But I can put in enough time to make it all work. Yeah, I have a lot of shit to do. That's why shit's taking so long. I don't get any fucking help. We've sunk $2.5 thousand into this project, and we can't even afford another programmer. Other devs, we have this X-Dev. He made some UI. I mean, not UI. He made some VFX. And yeah. $2.5 thousand US. That is not a joke. That is entirely in maps, models, and animations. Yeah. This has been over this has been like over 3 years. but my wallet's suffering nonetheless. We got any other devs? We had Siftical, who was around. He's not on the server. Siftical, he made some maps for incredibly steep prices. But he did a good job. And 2.6k US dollars. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, 2.6k US dollars. And then I do have a little bit of help on the writing front. I yoinked my friend here to help me a little bit more. What the fuck? Who is this? Hello, I would like to see a... Screw you, streamer mode. What the hell? Who even is this? You're dark. Okay. Okay, whatever. I'll let Nanshu deal with it, I guess. Because I don't even know. So, yeah, that's our dev team. We have a couple modelers. That's it, really. For active developers, and then there's just me. Anyway, back to being productive. So the thing I was going to be working on is this sound system. So, what's the game about? It is a ghost hunting horror game. Okay, like, it takes some inspiration from Phasmophobia, then we made some changes, took a few steps forward, you know, a whole bunch of stuff, and then I put the entire project on me, minus 3D modeling, and I'm crying about it. But, yeah, you got Phasmophobia, but then you've got fuck Sanity, who wants it. We got Chaos, works completely differently. And I feel like it lends itself a lot better to the vibe of the game. We tweaked how the ghost functions and how hunts function, and removed events just to try to make the ghost a bit more subtle. That is until you die, of course. Then it's supposed to be really in your face. We've got... Will there be an alpha with a couple maps and features? Yes, there will be an alpha. I think the alpha will be a bit more complete than what you're probably hinting at. The alpha is going to be basically like, hey, we've got a pretty much complete game with 0 bug testing. Go find us some bugs. That's probably what the alpha is going to look like. Then the beta will be like, hey, we've got a game with a few bugs. Go test it. And then the release is like, hey, we've got a game with like 1 or 2 bugs. Go play it. Yeah, again, you take Phasmophobia, replace Sanity with Chaos in a system that works completely differently. Remove events, replace them with something that interacts with the environment a bit more, helps tell a story of the ghost backstory. We've got changes to how hunts and just the ghost in general functions, make it a bit more subtle. We have spells, we have exorcisms, we have a different item system that's a bit more straightforward and less confusing as heck, like they're freaking... I don't even know how to categorize Phasmophobia's item system. It's so confusing. We've got fire Roblox graphics. This is about the best graphics you're gonna get in Roblox, unless you look at like front lines. You got a cool ass lobby, you know. You got a bit better progression. It's just Phasmophobia, but different and arguably better. And also fucking ambitious, and I'm putting it all on myself, so this is hell for me. But yeah, that's that. So, alright, as to what I'm working on right now, I'm working on a sound system. I can't just use base Roblox sounds, because if you didn't know, it's like, hey, you're this far away, we're gonna play at this volume, and these ears. Done. No, that's not good. Roblox does that fine, and we're gonna not be throwing that away, because it's still helpful, and probably pretty well optimized, because, you know, Roblox is written in C++. But, one thing that we don't like about it is we play a sound maybe on this couch, we go here, it's as if there's no wall. Sound just like ignores the wall. We're gonna have things like detecting if it's in different rooms and you can't see it, if it's on different floors, muffling it accordingly, adding some reverb and based off the room you're in, if it's a bit more of a like echoey room, you know, stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to make here. So I enabled the studio beta to... Wait, that's not the betas. Will the ghost be 3D modeled? The ghost model is a subject of debate right now. We have not entirely figured out what we want to do with it. We had a couple ideas. The idea I like most. Okay, so there's 3 ways. Let me back up. There's 3 ways you can have a stereotypical ghost. Something that you look at it and like, yep, that's a ghost. 3 ways to do that. You can have a sheet ghost, you can have a shadowy figure, or you can have a transparent zombie. All 3 of those, people will look at that and say, yep, that's a ghost. Now, I spent a lot of time thinking about it, and I talked with my modeler. I'm already there. So I spent some time talking with my modeler, but my thought process with it is like, okay, if we had a sheet ghost, that doesn't really fit into the lore. These ghosts used to be real people who died with some other special stuff happening as well. These ghosts used to be real people, right? Putting sheets over it, how the hell would that happen? You just died, went to the spirit realm, decided to come back and haunt people, and now you got a sheet over your head? How the fuck does that work? Makes no sense, doesn't fit the game. Looks a little weird, too. So we turned it, we were like, nah, we're not going to do that. Then there was the zombie kind of thing, I do like the fact that this really makes you feel like, yep, this was a human, this is a real person. But, of course, there's some issues. First off, expensive as fuck, because, it's got to be real detailed, really make it look like a human. We got to have multiple of them, which makes it even more fucking expensive, because if it's the same ghost every time, you're like, that's just weird, Plus, even with multiple ghost models, it's going to be repetitive, which, isn't the end of the world. Phasmophobia does it, games get away with it, no big deal. It's just a little sad. So, what does that leave? That leaves the transparent ghost. The shadow figure. This is the reference I was taking. I like this a lot. We take a look at this and we're like, okay, it looks like it could have been once human because it's got that humanoid shape, and it doesn't stray away from reality. If this is some half alive, not really in our realm being, it would look like this. It also is subtle. I really like the fact that it's subtle. It could hide in an image without you immediately noticing it, which I like because, as I said, one thing I'm trying to do differently from Phasmophobia is I'm trying to make the ghost more subtle, minus when you are dying. I really want it to be a kind of like spike instead of like, oh my god, it's hunting, I'm gonna be stressed the whole time, or versus like, oh my god, I think it might be hunting. Is it hunting? I don't know. Oh my god, there it is. Fucking run. I really wanted to change that up a bit. So I like, this is perfect. Now, how the fuck do we make this? Like, okay. There's a couple of techniques we can employ here. We could just make it like, hard edges, just humanoid figure, all black. We'll get to that, Anshu. We could just make it sharp edges. That's it. It doesn't have the same kind of vibe. Where it's like kind of blurred, it looks like it's not from this world. It doesn't have the same vibe, but it's not the end of the world. It could work. I could definitely have Barrel model that up. It wouldn't be too expensive. It'd work. Now, the alternative, another alternative is something layering. Something like this, where you take a whole bunch of parts and then layer them inwards, like that old tactic games used to use, something along these lines. Now, there's 2 ways we can do it. One way we can do it with a block rig, and as you can see, that looks like shit. So we ain't using that. We ain't using no block rig, alright? Then, the alternative is to make a 3D model of the humanoid shape and then layer it in the 3D model, which has some upsides, like, okay, it's humanoid shaped, I like that. But, as you might know, Roblox does not let you upload a 3D model if it has more than 3,000 triangles. How many triangles does a good humanoid shape have? Oh, about 2.5 thousand. And what if we had 10 layers? Well, then you multiply the triangles by 10 and get 25,000 triangles. Which not only would Roblox just straight up not let me upload that, but it'd also be laggy as fuck. I mean, I'm not sure about that, but the transparency would also probably not go too well with Roblox engine. I don't know how Roblox's rendering is with that, but like, yeah. You just inserted the headphone jack into the USB port. Congratulations, congratulations, good job. Okay, so we can't do that. Now, I just take a moment to realize how easy this would be if I were using anything but Roblox. Like, literally anything but Roblox. Let's take Unity, you know? Roblox is slightly more grown-up brother, right? Unity has this little thing called a shader. You know what? Pretty much every game jam, I mean, did I say game jam? Game engine, but Roblox has this nice little thing called a shader. You're like, hey, we got this thing, it's got this material, and we're gonna put this shader on it. And this shader, you can write some code in the shader, and it basically says, I want it to render this way. You can actually change how things render. And this is like fucking common. Roblox is the only engine I know of that that has no shaders. Lego games are hard. Yes. Roblox is the only engine that doesn't have shaders. Now, what could this shader do? Okay, well, if we made like a hard edges ghost model, right? And slapped a shader on it, wrote a few lines of code, suddenly it's blurred. It looks exactly like this fucking image, and to almost zero performance expense. Potential spam was calling me, no way. Roblox, no, Alright, so what other options do we have? One person once suggested, put it in a viewport frame, render it there, blur the viewport frame. Roblox moment, you can't render images. I mean, you can't blur images. You can't blur UI. You can't even blur viewport frames. You can blur your camera, right? There's a blur thing you can literally just put in lighting or on your camera. Blur. You know? Straightforward. Blur. It's exactly what it says. And it works. Look at that. Game's blurred. Beautiful. Now, let's say you put it on the camera you use in a viewport frame. Oh no, Roblox is too lazy. It just doesn't work. Okay, yeah, that's another option. We could do the famous old Roblox game tactic and just put a PNG that follows you around, like fucking Bear. Anyone remember that game? You've just got like a fucking bear plushie following you around as a 2D PNG. You know? And that's not terrible, but it's also pretty fucking bad. Because let's think about this. The ghost might be chasing someone else. The ghost might be chasing someone else. Now, what happens if you use a billboard? Oh, it's always facing you. Yeah. But what if it's chasing you? I mean, I do have situations where the ghost will appear next to walls and shit. But what if it's chasing you? No. Yeah, the ghost will be chasing you in hunts. It might take you a bit of time to notice it. You might not notice it, but some people will turn to see the ghost in time. And when they do that, it will look so fucking stupid if they did have a 2D image going up to them. They'd probably stop being scared and just start fucking laughing. I mean, they die. But that's not what we're trying to do here. Like, let's be real. So, okay, what options do we have? None. I don't know what to do about this ghost model. I mean, I'm willing to listen to ideas, but I just really don't know what to do. I can't reasonably afford a bunch of, like, zombie ghost models. The sheet ghost idea is, like, doesn't really fit the lore, and as you know, I'm giving myself more corners, not fewer. So, I don't know. I don't fucking know. There's a good chance that at least for the beta or whatever, until we come up with a better idea, I'm just gonna be, like, taking this kind of shape, but no blur, just hard edges. And that could work, you know? It would be fine. It wouldn't have the same kind of vibe, but it would work. That's probably what we're going to be doing. Alright. Back to being productive. I just went on a, like, fucking how long rant? 26-minute rant. Oh fuck! I just went on a 26-minute rant. Without actually doing anything. So, as I said before, I'm trying to make a sound system so that, like, you're in a different room, sound is blurred. Yeah, so, different room, sound is blurred. So, I'm just gonna be using a sound class. Whenever you make a sound, you just use the sound class, yada yada yada, shit works. Right? So, I'm gonna be using a beta Roblox has released recently. Well, not actually recently anymore. It was like a long time ago. A new audio API, just a new way to make audio work because it'll make my life. Does it make it easier? I don't know. It doesn't make it harder. That's what matters. It doesn't make it harder. It's nice, and it also comes with a bunch of voice chat configuration, which I really want to be able to use. Yeah. Well, point is, basically how it works is it mimics real life audio a lot more. I have a part right here where I just stuck a bunch of components in here. How it works, basically, you've got an audio player. This doesn't actually play audio. Just gonna go ahead and say that audio player does not actually play audio. It basically makes a stream of audio, which you can like grab a wire. You can say, I want it to come from the audio player, and it's gonna go out this audio emitter. The audio emitter acts like a speaker to the audio player, and it starts playing out of the speaker. And you can have multiple speakers playing the same audio, and it works. Then you can have an audio listener, which picks it up. You can do things like distortion. It's really nice. It's nice, you know? You also have the audio device input. That's your voice chat microphone, by the way. Thank you for the follow, Isna. Ishna. Shit. That's what I meant to say. Audio device output. That's your actual headphones and shit. And you got an audio analyzer, you know, it's nice. That's the point. So, I'm trying to use that here. So, I just started this code. I, like, started this, like, 5 minutes before streaming. I was like, oh, I should probably stream this. So, we've got, let's just look at our class definition up here. We've got the source. I'm going to make it so that what you do to create it is you pass in an object like the audio player that emits audio. I mean, that like produces an audio stream, but doesn't actually play it. Then it puts some things in the middle and then actually plays it. This source could be an audio player, or it could be a microphone, or whatever the hell, as long as it has an output. So you're taking the source, you know, we store it. Then we make the volume thing, a volume thing called an audio fader. The audio fader basically is just like a volume thing. Like it's like a, you should imagine like putting a wire into something that's like a volume dial, and then you can change the volume, and then it outputs the same audio but at a different volume. So we make a wire that connects the source to the volume slider. That way it actually feeds into the... quick question. How long has this project been active? 2.5 years. Although I will say, the active version of this project has been around for about 5 months. There was a like 2-year long version of this project that we just fucking threw out the window because let's just say I was not too great of a programmer 2.5 years ago. All right, I'm a good programmer now. I'm a pretty damn good programmer. Like if I do say so myself. You go to freaking Roblox Studio Community Discord server. You scroll down a little bit. Right there, bam, Scripter 4, up there in the ranks with Fourth Axis, Dylan, whoever the hell these people are. You know, I'm a pretty fucking good programmer now. Still the only one on this project, though. Yeah, it's been like 6 months since we were actually active. On this version of the project. Which is like the polished, yes, amazing game version of the project. The old version of the project would have been an okay game. It was just kind of shit. Code-wise, especially. It just made me not want to work with it anymore. Yeah. And she's also explaining it at the same time as I am. Okay, so back to the code. We make a fader. We're making a fader, right? We're connecting it with a wire. We just say the source, and it feeds into the fader. Then we make a new wire that's going to connect the output of the fader to a muffler. Now we can Ah, all right. You'll have a good day. I do speak a lot. Yeah, it's a gift. I'm an extrovert. Have a good day, sir, or ma'am. I don't know. Whatever the heck you say for they them. All right. So we've got this muffle wire. The source is the output of the volume, and then as we update it, we're going to change it. It's either going to be feeding into a speaker, or it's going to be feeding into a muffler that feeds into the speaker. So that way it's going to be getting out, but it might have a muffle in it. And I'm just trying to reuse a muffle effect because first off, it makes things a bit more global, it makes things reusable, and it's a bit less laggier because fewer instances. Blah blah blah. So we can just feed it directly into that. We're gonna need an update function, but I was also making it destroy. Just handle if things start getting destroyed. Pretty trivial stuff. So we're going to need to periodically run this update. It's basically just going to check, hey, should this be muffled? What volume should we be playing this at? Etc., etc. So I actually, in real life, drew a diagram of how this was going to work. Now, I can't exactly show you that, because if I turn on my camera, you'd see my face, and I'm not doing that. But basically, I have like a whole chain of events. So we've got, like something makes a sound, it feeds into the volume fader right here. We feed that into the muffle if applicable. Then we put it out through a speaker. Now there's two speakers we can put it through. They have this thing called an audio group, which basically is like, I only want this listener to listen to this type of audio, and I want the audio this speaker emits to be of that type. So we're going to have two different audio types in this. Alive realm and spirit realm. Because this game is a little complex with how its systems work. We have the alive realm and the spirit realm. Both that you can actually be in using certain spells. Or by dying, of course, if you die. So if you're in the alive realm, and a sound plays in the spirit realm, you can't hear it. Unless you're using a special item, such as a spirit box. If you are using something like a spirit box, and sound plays in the spirit realm, then you should be able to hear it. With some distortion, of course. If you are in the... but if you're in the alive realm and you hear something in the alive realm, obviously it sounds normal. If you are in the spirit realm, you can hear everything in the spirit realm. And you can hear everything in the alive realm, but with some muffle. So to do that, I have... so it's good. If the sound was in the spirit realm, it will emit in the spirit realm. If the sound was in the alive realm, it will emit in the alive realm. And we'll have two listeners on your... we'll have two listeners, one that's for each realm. For the alive listener, we're going to have a muffle effect that we toggle based off whether or not you're in the spirit realm. And for the spirit realm, we're going to have a toggle. Basically just turns it on or off so that you can only hear it in certain things. And we're going to feed both of those outputs into your headset. So it all kinds of works. It all kind of works. English. So if you manage to follow that was necessarily complicated. Yeah, it's a little complicated, but I have a diagram, makes it pretty straightforward, and you guys don't need to understand it for me to code it. I'm just here to chat. You can ask questions, I'll talk about pretty much anything while I'm coding. So, alright, in this update, what do we need to do? We need to check a couple things. We need to check if it's in the same room. So, we need to figure out where the source... Oh, wait a minute. My diagram doesn't work. I'm just not realizing. That assumes that everything... Having those set speakers assumes that everything's going to be playing from the same spot, which makes no sense. So everything's going to have a couple more instances, which makes it a little bit laggier, but oh well. Hello. Pumpkin, how are you? That name was not me being weird. That is their username. Just gonna say that for anyone who's about to try to cancel me for that. Okay, we need to put that into a speaker. We're gonna do speaker wire. Speaker. I don't think you would have. I don't have that much bad things. Oh, whoa, 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 hey, 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 no, 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 no. Alright, I'm gonna add an enum for realm. Because I want to keep this open till future changes a bit more. I don't know what we might be doing with the realm system eventually. So we're gonna... What's wrong with Lua? I mean, Lua is fine. Roblox Lua, not so fine. But Lua, it's a solid language. We don't talk about the fact that indexing starts from 1. That part's not so okay. But the rest kind of makes up for it. It's a good language. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to say realm. Do I have it imported? I do not. Ream. Realm. Enums, not realm. Takes in a realm. It does make sense. It just... I mean, it makes about as much sense as starting at 0 does. It's just super unnatural. Type in. Type. Type! There we go. Okay. So we have the realm. We need to actually store this somewhere. And now we actually have to create the muffle. Shit. Self.muffle. This is new. We're going to use an equalizer to actually do that. Well, you're also a little weird, we're going to be honest. Let's reorganize this a little bit. Okay. Source instance. It's gonna be that. We're gonna do muffle wire target instance. We're gonna send it to the muffle. All right. That's the muffle. What else do we need? We might add some echo later, but I'm not gonna focus on that just yet. We're gonna add a speakers for now. Audio emitter. Okay, so actually no, we need to put this in the source, don't we? What we're gonna do, we're gonna reorder this even more. Create a speaker then. wire instance. New wire. I'm gonna put it in the we're gonna name this for some organization. We're gonna say out. Yeah, why not? Source instance, we're gonna take the output from the muffle. And we're going to send it into the speaker. Now we need to do self audio interaction group. This is the group. It's basically like groups up audio. It's gonna be like, hey, only things in this group will hear each other or whatever. So we're going to base this off of realm. We're going to let's get the enum util in here. So we're going to get the name of this enum, which, if we look at the enum, is going to be either alive or spirit. So we're going to do enum util get item name enums dot. We're going to specify the type of enum this is because it's all really just a number. Realm, and we're going to pass in the realm. So this will return the string name of it. If we passed in the alive, it'd give the string alive, spirit, excuse me, the string spirit. And I'm going to put that as the audio interaction group. Alright. Okay. So that should feed everything into each other. Now let's play around with that equalizer a little bit. See how we can get the muffle to do what we want it to do. Yo, a single bit. Let's go. That's the first donation I've ever gotten in my entire streaming career, and that's not even a joke. It's so sad. Thank you for the singular bit. I will spend that cent wisely. Okay. Where was I doing this? I was doing some audio stuff in here. I was testing Roblox's shit voice chat system. When I say it's shit, I really mean it. Like, you might know that with Roblox, if you enable Roblox voice chat, a little pop-up goes over your head. And it's like, you click it to mute or unmute, you know, it has a little mic icon. That's fine and all. But as a developer, you literally can't remove it. It's not possible. You can't disable it. It's just there. Which means, guess what? The only way you can get rid of it is to make it not know what your character is. So it doesn't know what to put the bubble over. How do you do that? Well, it means you need to make your own character. Which means, suddenly, you can't use Roblox's movement. You can't use Roblox's camera. You can't use... Pretty much, you can't use Roblox's convenient character loading system. Literally have to basically fucking rewrite shit from scratch. To be fair, I already have a custom camera and movement controller. So it actually wouldn't be too difficult. Oh, but what the fuck? They're like, oh, well, why would you want to remove the bubble? Let me show you something absolutely vile. You can actually only see the bubble in actual Roblox, which just makes it even worse, because you don't even know it's a problem until you actually full-on test the game, you know? But if I go in here... As you probably know, my game takes place in first person. There's the bubble I'm talking about. Say you're in first person. Not only is it still there, but you physically can't click it. Yo, I got a full donation. Let's fucking go. 100 bits. Thank you. First real donation. It was from a friend. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, dinner? Whatever. I'll see you soon, I guess. Have a good dinner. But yeah. Yeah, so they have this mic icon. It's always there. Even in first person. Even though you physically cannot click it in first person. Why is it there then? It's just there to fucking annoy the developer because like, ugh, ugly white speech bubble on the top of my screen that I can't get rid of. What the hell? It works fine in third person, except sometimes you'll be like trying to fucking shoot someone, like a third person shooter, and then you'll start unmuting and muting yourself, which is also a repetitive problem I've had. Oh my god. And people are like, I have a dev form thing somewhere. Okay, maybe I don't have it open anymore. That's just me. That dev forum was me complaining about a different Roblox issue. So many of them, but like someone in 2021, when the voice chat was first really rolling out, people were like, "Ah, the speech bubble's annoying," but I'm sure there will release something that lets you mess with it soon. Here it is, 2024. Still no reasonable way to get rid of this stupid fucking bubble. Not to mention, you can't mute or unmute the player, which, you know, kind of makes sense. You know, you don't want the developer to be able to unmute people without their permission, you know? Makes sense. But in that case, how do you make push to talk or toggle mute or even open mic? Like, okay, open mic is pretty simple. You just done. Open mic. We got open mic. Beautiful. But push to talk? Not possible. Want to be able to toggle your mute with a button? Not possible. Literally not possible. The most basic things every game with voice chat has. Press a button to toggle your mic. Not possible. Oh, alright. See you. So, you get my idea. It just doesn't. It's just shit, you know? Although I will say a new audio API is nice, and the fact that I can actually manipulate what your voice does, you know? I'm pretty sure there's a way to, like, speech to text it. I don't entirely know if that's possible. I'll look into that again. I might be misremembering something. If you can speech to text, that would be fucking awesome. But one thing you can do, watch this. Testing. Hello? It's like a microphone. I have an audio listener set up in this part. It hears me talking, and it plays it back. Really cool, huh? Yeah, I really like that. You get the idea. So, stupid fucking speech bubble, you know. Shit's annoying. I was doing something, wasn't I? Oh, wait, no, I wanted to keep that thing open. Shoot, I was gonna mess with the muffle to get it something I wanted. Okay, alright. It's a little bit hard to test, but we can just do something simple. I'm going to just ignore this. Make a new part. We're going to color this different so I actually know which one's which. This was going to be the one emitting our new audio, so we're just going to we can keep an audio emitter. I need an audio player. Let's link it up. Alright, linked up. Audio player will now emit from the audio emitter inside this part. Makes sense. Let me see here. Let me grab just any old song or something. Need something longer than that. Actually, let's get a sound effect that we can loop, because that's going to be a bit more accurate to our game. What sound should I use? It's a good versatile sound effect. Vine boom. I'm so normal. You can probably tell if that muffles. Alright, let's yoink that ID. Paste it right back in there. Now, let's put something in the middle here, actually. We're going to do an equalizer. Source instance. Equalizer. Where's the audio emitter? I need a new wire. It's going to go from the audio player to the audio equalizer. Audio feeds into the equalizer, which feeds into the emitter. So, what are we going to do with this? I'm going to stop the stream music real quick. Alright, let's make it start playing, first off. Okay, so it is in fact playing. Now let's mess with this equalizer. Okay, we're getting somewhere. That actually sounds like it's in a different room. Wouldn't you hear this and assume that this vine boom was happening in a different room? Alright, so that's muffle. That's pretty simple. Let's figure out exactly how intense we want this to be. We need two intensities. One for if it's in a different room on the same floor, and one for if it's on a different floor. Let me see here. This one's somewhere in between, I think. So I'm gonna say about 20 probably be normal. Oh wait, I was supposed to be altering these. That's not quite right actually. We're gonna go back to this. Okay, this sounds like something that would be in a different room. Okay, so we're gonna just write that down, minus 20, minus 20. Actually, it's just gonna be the same value. So we're just gonna... Actually, we're just gonna... I don't even know where to put this. I'm gonna put this in my notes server. Minus 20. Alright. And then for a different floor, maybe minus 30. Yeah. Maybe 35. Makes sense to me. Alright, that sounds normal. Let's get some different sounds and make sure everything holds up. So we landed on minus 35, minus 35. Okay, no more vine booms. We're gonna do like a... maybe a middle hit sound. Okay. Sounds good. Let's copy the asset ID. Let's give that a shot. Make sure it still holds up. Hello? Yeah, that holds up. Now, let's hear what that would sound like if it were in a different room on the same floor. And if they were not, if they were right next to us. Makes sense to me. Holds up. Alrighty. We got the values we want to use. Now we head over here. We're gonna make a config. Let's just say room muffle floor muffle. Those are the values we found. Might tone those up a little bit soon. Maybe 25 and 40. Something like that, maybe. We'll see. We're gonna have the muffle start ignored. Not the wire. So we're just gonna have it completely bypass. Makes sense. Ping. Grr. What is this? Step forward physics. Flex features for UI list layout. Cool. Sounds good. Okay. So the update. We're gonna be listening to audio from our camera. So let's just get our camera position. We do have a camera controller, but this will still get wherever our camera is. We need the position, not the C-frame. Now we need to get the room of both things. So we do have a room class. Now we do not have a floor system yet. I think we just make that a number on our room class that we add. We should probably do that. So let's do that real quick actually. Room, I'm gonna add a new value on here. Floor number. Floor number. Okay. What the heck? Okay. That should be good for that part. Let's see. Any warnings? Nope. Chillin'. Oh, wait. Warning. Ah, of course. Easy. Now we go to the server player room. Not Q group. Data room. Yep. I guess. Okay. Now we can publish that. We're not going to make any more changes. Services. Room service. Where's that? Room service. You're hiding from me. I need some organization. Here we go. Room service. Aha. Yep, that's it. That is literally it. That's make sure there's no errors. I could be wrong. Yep, that was literally it. We added a floor value that we can easily check. All right. Oh, something I should check. Ah, wait, this is gonna be confusing. Okay. Okay. This is confusing. Check something. Yeah, position. Okay. Audio. Roblox. We in fact cannot get the position it's playing from easily, but we can spoof it. Wait. Open that back up. Get back here. What can it be parented to? Parent is an attachment, camera, TV instance. What is this? Ah. Get pivot. I should be able to get that. We're gonna say from pose if self. Okay. Well, parent well, self source parent if parent parent is a we're gonna there's a couple different things it could be an attachment. From position is going to be parent dot world position. Else if parent is a PV instance, then from position get yeah. Let's take a look at the things we have under disposal. Yeah, just get pivot. What are you complaining about? That position. Else if parent is a what else could it be on? Camera. Oops. Then from position parent dot cframe message. All right, that will retrieve the position if it exists. If not from position, then the sound won't be playing. We will just say maybe we'll throw a warning. We'll say because this shouldn't ever happen. Should it? We're gonna assume this code is fine. It should be fine. So we're gonna just say if not from position, then we'll just not update. We can literally just return out of this because it's not gonna be playing. But we'll just do muffle bypass, no, bypass strip wall wire, no, volume dot volume equals 0. Yeah, that will mute it. Else, so if there is a position that it originated from, actually no, we can return here, and then it'll always be anything else. So there is a position that it originated from. We're going to get the room class here. Room dot get room point. Let's write a function, I guess. Not here. Here. We have is pointed from. We're gonna get get room point is in. Point vector 3. Ugh. All right. Get room point is in. And do cam position. And we're gonna do okay. So now we have the two rooms, and we can easily check if they're the same room. However, we don't need to check if there is line of sight. If there's line of sight, we don't want to muffle it. Because if you can see it directly, then why? Why would you muffle it? So we're gonna say, let's do a raycast, I guess. Make a sound. Let's make a new group. Group. Got a couple. We've got door, default, interact, player inner, player outer, server door hitbox, and view model. We're gonna add one. Sound. What should block sound? We want regular things to block sound. We want the doors to block sound. We don't need interacts. We don't want players to block sounds. All right. Closing group setup. We're gonna say. Game.workspace raycast. From position to sound cast parameters. Filter type in the raycast, filter type of blacklist. We're gonna have some. I mean, it exclude deprecated. Sound cast more water. Not really relevant. Doesn't have to be any water. I just like to think about it. Collision group sound, the one we just made. I did name it with a capital S, right? Yes. I'm making a sound system that will muffle between walls, rooms, and floors. Because that's something that's important for my game. so that you can figure out where sound is coming from and have a little bit harder time if you don't think if it's not in the room you're currently in. Yeah, okay, that should be fine. We're gonna do cast parameters dot. We're going to make it ignore the source of the sound. Already put that in a variable. What do you mean? There, now you happy type checking? Yes, you are. Okay. I'm not above doing a couple weird things here and there to make type checking happy. I love using... I'm weird. I absolutely love using strict type checking in Roblox. Not even... Very few people even know that exists. But I love it. Okay, couple of reasons. Number one, that you probably already know. Dark theme. Duh. Who doesn't use it? Number two, of course, you can change your layouts, move things around, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty normal. I also did that. There's a little button here. Does that. I honestly like that. Just gives me a bit more space. Now the less common things. I have a icon pack that I use. You can find it pretty easily. Vanilla. Right here. Vanilla 3 for Roblox Studio. It's on itch.io. It's free. It's a nice icon pack. Makes everything look really pretty. You got a couple different options too. I obviously use the colorful one. That's another reason. And the last reason, of course, is I customized my script editing colors, which you can do by going to Studio Settings, Script Editor. There's a million colors to customize, of which I customized like 6. Okay, so we want to tell if there's something blocking the sound, so we want to make sure that this doesn't hit anything. Yeah, of course. So, we're going to say if not result or not result.instance, then it didn't hit anything. And we do not want to muffle the sound no matter what. So we're going to say stuff.muffle.bypass equals true. We're going to bypass the muffle effect. Else, we're going to get the origin and ending rooms. We're going to say if cam room is equal to this. This room. So if the room of that your camera is in is the same thing as the room that your source is in, then I don't want to muffle it either. I'm going to actually make some functions here. We're going to do disable muffle. Organization. I came up with some numbers a minute ago. Where are they? There they are. I was using the high gain. I put this in config. Sound.config.room muffle. And I also did it on the mid gain, didn't I? And then there's also a floor. More intense because it's on a different floor instead of a different room. Help really make you notice that. Alright. Yeah, it should be fine. We're going to do okay, we're going to say if cam room dot floor equals source. So if they're on the same floor, could these be nil? Yeah, they could be nil. We're gonna say if cam room and source and self. This means it's on the same floor. Room muffle. And this is it's not a different floor. Floor. That will update the muffle effect, so the sound should be muffled. The volume is something I don't know if I'm going to touch yet. I don't think I'm going to alter the volume based off of rooms. Actually, I think I will. Room volume. Floor volume. Thank you for following, Chicken Squiggles. That's probably reasonable values. We'll alter the volume here. I'm also considering adding a adding a system where it will I'm probably gonna have audio sliders, like volume sliders in my game, and that means I'm probably gonna need to group them up. I might have it pass in a group and factor that in. However, I don't think I'm there yet. Actually, let's just go ahead and I am going to be needing that at some point. So we're going to add a new enum sound group. And we're going to just have master. Yeah, that's about it. For now, just gonna have master. We'll change that later. The point is that we're making the system versatile enough that we could add more without any pain. Then we just need to really quick update the type checking in the most disgusting way possible because I'm lazy. There we go. So we're going to also have this take in a sound group. You're going to make these optional and give them defaults. Spot. Here we go. So we'll take in the sound group and the realm. I should probably explain the realm system here because I did not put anything into this to explain this. Basically, in this game, it's a ghost hunting horror game. So you can either be dead or alive, or you can be in the ghost realm or not. Because magic spells, woo. Not gonna bother explaining that. So, I wanted to be able to track that on the sound and do different things with the sound based on that. I think I was just gonna do like a muffle or maybe some distortion effects if something happens in a different realm. And also make it only one-dimensional. One-directional. If you're alive, you can't hear things in the spirit realm, but if you're in the spirit realm, you can hear things that are in the alive realm. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so I have the group now. I have a settings system that I'm going to make use of here. Let's get the settings controller. I'm using knit for this, so I can just do this nice little thing. Okay, self. Okay, let's get the settings. Settings. Then that returns a class. We can do volumes. Layer settings. Get enums. We need to add a new enum. We need to do settings key. So it's a new settings thing we can keep. And we're going to do volume. Enums.settings key.volumes. That will return whatever we have stored in there. Now we do have to do some other fancy stuff for that. I'm going to say, here's the default settings thing. That's some data, actually. Yep, the default settings. Okay. Settings key dot. So we're going to just verify that whatever we have saved in here is valid. So if the value is not a table, value will stay in the table. And we're going to do for enum enums dot volume sound group. So for every sound group, we're going to say if not val enum. So if there's not already something saved, a volume saved for that group, we're going to just make it 1. Good default. And then we're going to do for so for every enum, we're going to make sure it actually is. And here we're going to say if not, no, enum. Do I not have the util imported here? Oh, I just call it util. That name we're gonna get, no wait, is valid. We're going to make sure that this enum is valid. Enums sound group. We're just making sure that this is actually a sound group, because if it's not, then we don't want to save it. Val enum, just removing it. Then that should properly transform it. Everything should be good. So we got the volume. We're going to say volumes self group. That will give us volume with 1 as a default. Volume. And then the other thing that will affect it. I shouldn't be doing it this way. Alright, screw it. We're going to make it a little bit messier, I guess. I'm going to do self dot. Yeah, I guess we're doing it like this. Volume. Volume. Here we're going to do sound.config.room muffle. No, room volume. And that should accurately calculate it. Coolio. Now the volume will update, or muffles will update, However, big gaping issue with this. Every single sound in the game, we're doing a raycast every frame. Not okay. Never do that. And bad idea. So, how can we optimize this? Hmm. I think maybe we just put update on a timer. Not do it every frame. I think that makes sense. We're gonna say, okay, we're gonna save all the sounds we have active. We're gonna save a list of them. We're gonna sounds, insert. So we're gonna just add this to the list of sounds, and whenever we create it, whenever we destroy it, we're gonna remove it. Alright, that will remove it from the list of all active sounds, and now we can add a little loop, or a frame time thing, more accurately. We need a run service for that. So every frame, I'm going to run a little clock. Let's see. Clock. Okay, let's add to the config an update time. We'll have an update every 0.2 seconds. So only 5 times a second, which isn't terrible. Oh, wait, should we do it this way? Because that might be a little laggy. Okay, no, we're not going to do it quite like this. We're going to do it over here. It means we're going to do sound config dot update. We want them to be a bit staggered. That makes it a little bit more frame efficient. Yeah, I should stagger it just fine. We need to store this connection so we can disconnect it. Yes, before you ask, I do know about maids and janitors, but I'm not going to use them because I can't be bothered. And I am perfectly good at remembering to do this. I do not need help. It's not that hard. Okay, I need to get rid of this here. Disconnect. I put the wrong thing. Script connection, not signal. Okay. Now we can do whatever we want. We can do clock. Clock minus full delta time. If clock is less than or equal to 0, then clock plus equals sound config update time. So we're just gonna reset the clock. So this is whenever the clock runs out, and we're going to update. All right, so that will put updating on a clock. I should say, let's do a little bit nicer here, actually. We don't want this to be already less than 0. just so it doesn't start to build up a fairly massive frame spike and then have the frame spike continue because of this. There we go. Okay. Oh, wait, one more thing. Realm. Bam. If you ever do something that you think deserves to have it update immediately, you can always do that. That will update the interaction group. Okay. So we have the audio emit, but we don't actually listen to it, which is, you know, obviously a problem. Yeah, just publish these changes real quick. Alright. Changes published. Now let's add a new service. Realm service. It's basically just going to tell us what realm we're in. Let's grab our template for services. And since this is the lobby, we can literally just have it always return the live realm. I'm going to use our nifty knit properties. Create property. Dot realm dot alive. Actually, we need a source. We're going to say current realm. Then that's literally it. Because this is the lobby, we never actually update the realm. You're always going to be in the alive realm, and we're going to treat it as such. So, yeah. But we're going to treat that as if we might change that in the future, because we will change it in the actual game. Because, like I said, this is the lobby. So what are we going to do here? Right, so let's add a sound controller. Let's grab our controller template. Okay. Sound controller. Copy that around a little bit. So let's do a couple things. Now that we're using the new audio API, we immediately do have to set up a listener. So we're going to say no, we can keep it local. It's not important. Listener instance.new audio listener. Wait. Yeah, we need to put this in the character. No, we can just put it in the camera. Easy peasy. Done. So we make the listener, and then we make the output device output player wire. That's in lowercase. That makes no sense. Step new wire out. We're gonna connect the wire up so that everything that we hear gets fed into our device output. We're gonna do source listener. Easy peasy. Now we need to do something special for some things. We need so we're gonna say live listener. We use the same out. Actually, we're gonna put these in the listeners. No, we can put that one there. But this one we need to put in the live listener. Okay. alive listener, and target instance is also going to be out. One thing we need differently though is alive listener dot. Come on. Okay. Audio interaction group. That's what it's called. Let's get enums and enum util in here. Right. We've got that enum util. Get item name enums.realm. Enums.realm.alive. So we're just gonna get. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. We could just put the text alive here, but this makes it a little bit more consistent. And it only runs once, so it's not a huge performance impact or anything. Script. But, however, it's not this simple because we also have to put some things in between here. So if you are in the alive realm, okay, we're gonna add a volume. Do I need to put a volume on both of them? Yes, let's put a volume on both of them. So we're gonna say alive vol new audio fader. That's what they call it. I'm gonna put it inside the alive listener. And we're gonna do. Let's just immediately create all this stuff before we start wiring it up. If you are dead, listening to live people's sounds, it should be a little muffled. So I'm going to add an equalizer. We're going to config alive muffle Okay, we are going to muffle it by a factor of 20. I think that's a little bit less. That's exactly what we do for something in a different room. So, yeah, that should be working. We're going to do high gain minus sound controller config self config live. Let me make sure I did actually negate things. Yes, I did. And we also need to do that for the mid game. Make ourselves a nice muffle. Okay. Now we wire it up. We don't need to. We don't need to keep track of these wires, so we can literally just, yeah. Um, all right, everything should be hooked up. Oh, insert. All right. So that handles the muffling and stuff for everything in the alive. Then we also need a volume. The thing we're gonna do. Actually, we shouldn't say this. Volume. Nothing. Okay. Now we wire it. We need we need a volume here. Barrett mute. Actually, we're gonna call it mute if it's gonna mute it, and we're gonna set the volume to 0. But we will bypass it if we are in the spirit. So we're gonna need another wire. So we're gonna have one that goes from the listener to the mute. We're gonna have one that goes from the mute to the out. All right. Now we need to actually update these based off of what realm we're in. Should be easy. We just need to get our realm service that we made. Somewhere. Services. Realm service. Okay. Realm service. We'll init. Get service. Realm service. So now we can get the realm players in. Let's take a look at what we named that again. Current realm. I'm going to say realm service, not current realm, observe, which is like connect for like changing values, but it also runs the first time. So it's going to give us the realm we're currently in. It's also going to update whenever it changes, and we're going to update all the sound based off it. So if realm equals enums dot realm dot alive, then else if realm, I'm just gonna say else. Let's have its default to alive. So just yeah. So if we're in the spirit realm, then we want the mute to be disabled. Bypass equals false. Actually, no, we want to disable it, so we want to bypass it, yes. Then we want to enable the muffle and decrease the volume of everything alive. So alive, muffled, bypass, false. Huh? Oh! I used the wrong thing. That would not have worked. You don't want to bypass this. And then live vol bypass. But if we're alive, then we don't want to muffle it or decrease the volume, but we do want to mute the spirit realm. Perfect. That should work. Sound system. Yippee. Almost. I need some client-server replication in here. So what we're going to do, what values are replicated? Realm, group, and source. So we're going to have a serialized function. It's a serialized function. We also need a UUID. So UUID equals UUID, or going to generate a new one. HTTP services. Nice function. So this HTTP service, and we're going to do HTTP services generate. So this is going to create a unique thing that we can use to say, hey, these two sounds are the same or different. Very nice. So we're gonna declare a new type real quick. Serialization equals, we're gonna have the source instance realm group return source group realm and UUID. All right, that'll serialize it. And now we need to have a function to load serialization. We're supposed to change how this is stored. We're going to save this by the UUID. So now this changes. We're going to do sounds self.uuid equals self. And then here we just do if so if the stored is us, then we're gonna just delete it. Let's just add a little check, make sure that we don't have multiple things with the same UUID. If sounds UUID, then there were multiple sounds with the same UUID. It should not happen naturally unless I make a mistake. So that's a good catch. Now we need to load it. Sound.load from serialized. We're going to return. We're going to do sound.new source serialized.realm serialized.uuid. Okay. Now we have the serialization stuff. We need to add some events so we can track things for replication. We're going to do sound created. Yeah. Event emitter. We need to report that. Event emitter.new. It's like a signal, but I renamed it for whatever reason. Sound destroyed. I should definitely put this error above so I don't cause more issues with it. Yeah. Okay. So that's the sound created. Sound destroyed. That in here. All right. That will track these with an event that we can use. Very good. Very, very good. Now we want a sound service. Not to be confused with the Roblox sound service, different one. And now we can track this and tell the client to match it, basically. Okay, require sound. So now we can connect these events. Sound created for a tether client. And sound destroyed. Now we need a way for the client to retrieve playing sounds. That client. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. Let's say. All right, that will serialize it all and send it back. Oh wait, no, we need. All right. Now we can track it pretty easily. Just go to this is done. Component, no, controllers. Sound controller. Now we get the sound service. Let's require sound. Sound service. Sound created. Connect. Yeah. Sound service. Connect function. Sound service. Retrieve sounds. This is a promise. We need to expect it. Oh, I forgot 6 in the player. You don't need it, but it's good to have this here. Oh, I need to put this first. So once we get that information, we should probably put this in a spawn. We're gonna do, yeah, that's good. Spawn. Kosher. Yeah, I've been having some issues with things like this duplicating, and I know how to fix this. You can say number. Sounds. Okay. Controller. Sound serialization. Found that sounds. Make sure there's not already one. Then found that. Load from serialized. We're gonna do. What's that? If yeah, we're gonna make sure we don't duplicate anything. Okay, that will replicate the sounds from server to client, but not the other way around, as all things should be. Oh, that was exhausting. Now, let's see if it even works. I mean, I'm not going to be creating a sound, because I don't really have a place to do that just yet. But, you know, no errors, so nothing immediately terribly wrong. Now, let's test it by just adding an elevator ding. Wait, test. And I run pause the stream music. Find a good elevator ding. Definitely not that. All I wanted to do was not a doorbell, an elevator. Why are they so delayed? Oh. Yo, no way, it's that guy. Didn't he make like a really big game? Oh, it was something silly like Royale High or something weird. I don't even know. I'm gonna find something off of. Yeah. Elevator ding sound effect. Definitely not. I don't want the sound of the doors. It's still bad. What the heck? Okay, these are weird. I just want a regular ding dong. Or maybe just even a ding. That's all I want. That! Perfect. Download link. Oh, Mediafire. Suspicious. It's fine if it's just an MP3. Yeah, MP3 can't hurt you. Is there a delay? There is indeed a delay. I don't like that. But I might just live with it. Do I have Audacity? I do. I haven't used Audacity in like ever, and even then I only used it once, so this can only go well. Audacity? There you are. Change log, I don't care. Skip. Oh. Elevator ding. Yep. In here. Boop. Boop. That was easy. Perfect. That was literally all I had to do. Oh, I'm just gonna do elevator ding. I don't care about that. Alright. No, I don't even care about the project. Now let's import this. Coolio, copy ID. I just realized I never actually made this light function. How funny. I don't need to do this with boundary box. I want to do it on... I'm going to do it on... not that. Here, why not? Audio player. It's 4 seconds. That sounds wrong. It is in fact 4 seconds. Okay. Guess that can't hurt. Now let's... go to the elevator controller and do a couple more things. So first off, I'm going to update this light. I'm going to say... Okay, so if value, then we're going to play the ding. And we're going to say, oh, if value and... That's whenever the state of the doors changes. I'm gonna make sure it's changed, and if it's true, then we're gonna put in the thing. So, where do we have the elevator? Elevator dot direction display. We need to get the sound class. Suddenly just realized, I should make a change here. If it's on the server, I want like none of this to happen. We're gonna do some things differently. We already have run service, so we're gonna say if not runs, if run service is client, then we do all this. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. Okay, one thing I did realize. Destroy connection. I want to be out here. Here we go. All good. Replication. All good. Okay, sound.new. Source is gonna be elevator dot direction display dot audio group enums dot audio. Have enums imported, man. Okay, enums dot audio sound group master. Actually, we can just leave these all as defaults. I don't know what I was doing here. Okay, we'll just play the sound. Actually, okay, well, actually, we're gonna change this up a little bit. Actually, we're gonna do player is equal to instance.new audio player. Put it in the elevator direction display. Don't need this one anymore. Go player ID. Shoot, I immediately forgot. What is it called? Asset ID. Weird. So config that ding sound. I'm gonna do. I don't have any events on this thing. Uh-huh. All right. Now the ding sound should play. Let's see. I should probably have turned up my volume for that. It is up. Did it in fact do anything? can. There's another way we can make it sound, I believe. No, wait. There's no other way to open the elevator, is there? Shoot. That was my only way to open the elevator. Oh, wait. It starts true, doesn't it? Okay, let's just add a print statement. See if we can get here. It does not play the sound. Oh, because it works differently. We're gonna say make a function play sound. Just rename it to so play ding. Okay. Whoops. And then we're also just gonna do when we load in. Hello? Sound? Okay, we're gonna remove the part that destroys them. Just gonna see if it's there. Okay, so it should not have destroyed. It definitely should have played the sound. So let's see. Did I really just never connect it? That is so silly of me. Oh no, it was all created. Alright, let's do this again. Nothing's put in here. You have the fader wire. We don't have the... We have the fader wire, we have the out wire. We are missing the other wire. Muffle wire. Oh! Yeah, that would do it. Silly me. It worked! Yippee! Let's add destroy back. One thing I do want to check though. Make sure that the destroying event works. I remember having trouble with that a long time ago. Ooh, it in fact did not destroy. Thank you, Roblox, for making a destroying event that does not work. There is another way to do it, however. Silly Roblox. It literally just doesn't even work. Dude. Brother! It was January 22nd. I mean, this is 2020. This is 2021. They haven't fixed this problem since 2021. What the fuck, Roblox? Screw you. Thank you, Roblox, so much. Making such a functional project. I mean, yeah, product in it. Parent. Also gonna put it here. If whatever, it's fine. Let's see. Does it destroy now? Sound plays. It did not destroy once again. What the hell? What did I do wrong? What silly thing did I do? Property change, signal parent. Print statements of your friend. Huh? Oh. That's maximum stupid. Okay, there's dot ancestry changed. That works. That should work. Getting fagged did not work. I want to do something really silly. What level of silly is happening right now? Extremer minor. It's not printing destroy. It's not printing parents. It's not even getting here. Shouldn't be getting disconnected. Or literally just do dot change. That cannot go wrong. Okay, now it seems like it should be working. It's a little superfluous. But wait, what the hell? Oh my god. ever. We'll literally just, you know what I'll do? More than a little lazy. Not that. That's not what I want to be. That's what I want to be. It's more than a little lazy. However, sometimes Roblox is stupid and requires something like this. We're going to say if not self.source.parent, then self-destroy. Return. That won't work on the server. Oh wait, I can move it up here though. Bam. Ugly but functional fixes, people. Ugly but functional. There's no way that doesn't work. What? Wait, everything inside it's being destroyed, but just not it itself. That's a little silly. I'm just stupid, aren't I? I'm really stupid, aren't I? Hold on. Hold on. Wow, that was so stupid of me. How did I manage that? Does that mean it was working this whole time? Let's add back the destroy connection. I guess it was working. Here we go. Now does it work? Probably. I'm an idiot. I'm a big idiot. There's a sound still. Yup, it works. Wow, how silly of me. Now we'll make the light on the elevator work and call it a day. Okay, publish elevator service, elevator controller. Oh wait, I just closed elevator controller. Shoot. I'm just gonna just disable the walkie-talkie icon in the corner. It'll work perfectly fine without it. Elevator controller. I'm gonna say elevator. What is it? Okay, we want the down arrow. What? Oh, I need the up arrow. Oh. Wait, what? Okay, yes, this is what I should be basing it on. Here, it's just plastic. Got it. Neon just plastic. No, not that. Okay. Where's the down arrow at? Here we go. That will the arrow. I do want to make it determine up and down. But that's a bit more complicated. It's gonna be in sources. Oh, go to service. So. As long as there's all this tree, this should be fine. So 1 for up, minus 1 for down. Actually, I'm gonna choose. Now, let's find everywhere that we use elevator service and see if there's a good reason for us to set. Okay, this is in the invite service. So this is when you're going home. So up is going to be that floor ID. Service stuff. Let me just double check I can do this. Yeah, alright, that works. More ideas of string. That's a little bit of a way to compare. Let's do something. Oh. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna add a mod. Okay. Huh. Let's change it, I guess. Okay. Do it again here. This is accept invite, right? Yeah. That's actually the only thing that works. I love spending a bunch of time to direction of arrows on an elevator. Hmm. Point down. Alright. That should do it. Now let's make sure the light starts off. There's no errors. No errors. Nice sound. Light is indeed on. Bad. Very bad. Okay, what's happening here? Should be running. It indeed did not update, which makes me think that maybe this observe thing doesn't do what it's documented to do, which is incredibly concerning. Not that. What? Where's observe? In here? Aha. That's really fucking concerning. It literally just might not work, which I absolutely hate. Let me do a science experiment. Elevator service, where are you? In there. Change that to that. Does it suddenly start working? Yes. It just doesn't like it when you make it nil. That's annoying. But I'm gonna say it's okay. Actually, let's go through all my services and make sure I don't do anything else silly like that. Fine. Fine. It should be fine. 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 Actually, I'll just create property. That's what might be causing an issue. Matchmaking service. Yo, welcome back, and I'm about to go. Great timing. Now let's see if that creates any gaping issues. It's likely. I'm about to be done for today. Far from done with the game. Let's go! Elevator. Yeah. That's pretty much all I did. Finished the sound system, made the elevator ding using it, and then made the arrows in the elevator update. Alright, that's actually it. Thank you for sticking around if you did. I mean, nobody did. Not a single person. But you came back. That's pretty fire. Yeah. So, that was a 2-hour, 45-minute stream where the first 45 minutes were just me ranting about Roblox. Now, I could do it for a lot longer, believe me. I should make a YouTube video on it. Again! Oh, that was more about my old video. It was about people on Roblox, not Roblox itself. I could make a 3-hour long video just complaining about Roblox. I could do it in the stream, but I was gonna do it like a YouTube video. Yeah, let's see who we rating, because yeah, that was a long stream. What the heck?
So many Valorant daters.
What did I just hear? So many Valorant daters. Oh, what if I put you guys in a Portuguese stream? Jogando Roblox. You're not playing Roblox. Well, no, you are playing Roblox, but your stream thing is studio, you goofball. Building modeling practice. I could give you guys the new. Let's see what's going on here. Well, they're not exactly, you know, my caliber, but we can send them. We can send them over. Some people. Why not? Alright, raid time. Let me yoink.
Oh, there we go. Hello.
What do you mean I have to log in? Alright, what we're doing? We need to go to my stream. Let me myself real quick before I hear anything. Oh wow, that's trippy. Alright. There we go. They're gonna enjoy these 5 viewers. Woo! Wait, when did I get 5 viewers? No way. Bye, bye people.
Hey, someone. It looks meh. It's not how I want it. Ian, what? I was gonna go raid you. You're ending the stream there.
Oh crap. No.
Bro. Coding stream? Bro, you've just come at the very end. We were gonna raid you. We were saying to raid you earlier. So I was like, oh, when we end the stream and we've just had this long, ridiculous fight with Roblox Studio and our materials because we had this really nice setup. Yeah, I can show you guys what it looks like, but it's poo now. It's all gone to trash. Thank you, Roblox. Yeah, 13 hours, yeah. That's... we had this beautiful setup for this really nice map, showcase. It's a really simple build, and it looked so nice. And Roblox ruined it by... Well, we kind of ruined it ourselves. I don't know why the maps... The tiles look weird now, but this was a... Yeah, it's a backrooms thing. every light that you see, any light that you see, is completely it's like its own unique light source. We sat here and meticulously went through each while creating each light source. So we've got 2 surface light sources here to create this like water reflection effect on the walls all the way around. We got light sources for each window. Thank you for the follow, Ian. We went into Roblox and this is what we were met with. Let's load in. Or is it? This is what we were met with. Yeah, certified Roblox lighting moment, exactly. Beautiful lighting, terrible materials, because this is what Roblox gave us in the end result. A light on an object and you move, it flickers. Oh, what? I think I've seen that before, but yeah, this is what it gives us in comparison to this. Yeah, very problematic. Oh man. Like it completely ruins the effects that we have going with the depth of field going like back here. Try pressing F9. There's nothing. It's the materials. Might be still no, because we've sat in here. We sat in here for 30 minutes earlier. On this one, it's not. Look, our ping's stable. There's no issues on the server. Average ping is 300 because we've got someone else in here. It's because we're using beta materials, and I didn't read up on it before making this project, but beta materials only work in studio right now. So yeah. And now we can't find any good maps for it, like materials. Nothing that's on par with these, because these have this wetness effect to them that you can see right there, and it looks beautiful in comparison. Self with material service, material variants. Do it off camera. We'll probably do it off camera. We need to end the stream here. 13 hours. Dude, I wish I caught you before. I should have stopped early and just raided you. I really should have, bro. 13 hours now. Oh my god. What a waste of my time. Come on. I tried so hard. I got a really nice image out of it though. That's fun. Nobody would want to see. That's not true. Because you get to help out. Like, have a good day. Yeah. We'll raid someone, but this is the image we got out of it. The end result. It looked so nice, and now we can't share it with anyone unless we just share this PNG. So it's in my Discord server for now. Thank you everyone for dropping in. Who are we raiding? I'm gonna have a look at who's online. I'm really hoping Premium J's online, but we can't really cross our fingers with that. It's completely different time zone. SX1 girl is online. J Jokes is online. It says Infinity is still online. Should just raid that